she can be. Hands off of her, she belongs to me. Hands off of her.
Here we go. 10:34, right back here in the heart of the Riverbend. Don Mushill joins us now from the Chamber of Commerce for Troy, St.Jacob, and Marine, correct, Don?
Yep, Troy, Maryville, St.Jacob, and Marine.
And talk to us about, just give us, if you could, a brief overview of that chamber and then kind of what you guys do and what your guys' mission is.
Absolutely. We are a chamber that encompasses a pretty large area. So our 4 communities, 48% of our members. The other communities, 52% of our members. So we love anyone who wants to do business in our area or can use our assistance. I like to say we're connectors and we're resources for the community and businesses. We have over 400 members, and our office is located in front of Triad High School. This past weekend, we had country superstar Brian White in our town. And it was a packed house, sold out.
I was jealous because I couldn't make it up there.
He was so good. Yeah. Well, and the best part was when the entire crowd is singing along with it. I mean, I think he was so humbled by the fact that everybody knew his songs. And I don't think people knew his songs until they looked him up and said, oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, of course, Shania, he did that duet. And then 2 weeks before that, we had Chambers Got Talent.
Oh.
And it was.
Oh. Don, I think I lost you. Don, you there? Huh. See if we can get... We'll see if we can get Dawn to call back in and talk about it. But yeah, I'm on their website now, TroyMaryvilleCoc.com. A great website, too, for all of you to stay up to date and really a large coverage area. So we'll wait for Dawn to call back in and see what happened there. Telling you, phone interviews just aren't my strong suit today. But yeah, I mean, I love the fact that we can talk about all the great things happening in the Chamber of Commerce. And Dawn is back on the line now. Dawn, I don't know what happened, but we're going to blame it on the internet. That's the easy way to do it.
That's the easy way to do it. Yeah. So we had we can always blame the internet. That's I use it when I don't even have to use it. So, but yeah, Chambers Got Talent. We gave away our large business, the small business community award, our teacher of the year, our community service person of the year, who was Sam Italian. Was in business 42 years, and he's the longest serving alderman, still an alderman. So it was a night of honoring and fun. And honestly, the first fundraiser we have had since March of 19, because, that pandemic thing.
Wow.
So, we had 4 events in 9 weeks because we had moved 2 of our spring events to the fall because people still weren't really buying tickets earlier. And then 3 weeks prior to that, we had our Chamber Foundation Golf Scramble, which this past May, we gave away 4 $1,000 scholarships. So all of that money and the money from Brian White goes to the foundation. So we'll be giving some scholarships. And then in September, we had our women's conference, and it was at Gateway Center. So we've been a bit busy. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't wait till Sunday when Brian was gone, but really the work just, I said to him, I love you, man, but I am so tired of seeing your face in my office. We had promo stuff. And in fact, if you look at the picture, we have Brian on a stick. So we had his picture on a stick. And at the event, he's holding his own picture on a stick in front of him. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny. But it's just a great guy. And we had fun. But now, the fun begins. We're planning for 2023. We're adding some educational items and training items. Because what I hear from my small businesses, I love to learn about Canva. I love to learn how to schedule a Facebook post. Tell me about business. So all of these things, I want to say trending. I don't know if I like that word, but things that small businesses, they're just trying to run a business.
Right.
It is tough enough to run a business. We're going to provide some very short trainings that they can jump on, or we can, we're going to, I say tape them. You can tell how old I am. We're going to video them and,
I think we keep having I don't know if there's a cellular issue, if there's some service disconnect, but I'm really wanting to keep Dawn on the line here. Dawn, hang tight with me. I don't know if it's your service or if it's our service or what's going on. Can you hear me? No, we lost Dawn again. Hopefully she calls back and we get through this one. But it is really amazing to me just speaking with Dawn for a few short minutes as she's going to call in again. To have a business entity, to have that business entity really there for the support of the community and the businesses around. Dawn hit it right on the head. I hope she calls back in. Because I really want to keep this conversation going because, here we go. All right, Dawn, third time's the charm.
It has to be the internet because I'm sitting in my house. So
yeah, well, oh man, it's okay because when a conversation is going this well, I am so amazed. With that, what you just said with bringing information and courses to local business owners, you hit it right on the head. It's great to see the major companies like even with this daily show, we have all the capabilities now with the great team that put together the lower thirds and all the hard work that takes. I mean, with a small business, and I was a business owner myself at the age of 17 until I was 20, and there's only so much you can do in a day. So it's a great service you're providing there.
Yeah, and they don't have time to go to a 4-hour class. And we just we're celebrating Small Business November now, and we do it as a whole month versus one day. So our interns, because we've had 234 interns in 22 years, college interns.
Oh,
and yeah, they always come in young, and I just keep aging. But I learned so much from them. They're so smart. This generation, I'm telling you guys. They are so smart. They just need a little direction. And so I always say, if you can't be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem. So, when people say, oh, they don't want to work, they just need some direction. They need direction. And I think ours they're going to end up with 15 each professional videos in their portfolio when they're done. They went out, they filmed it, they edit it, they do sound over if it's needed. And these small businesses then get a little mini commercial. You can check them out on our website. We're releasing one a day. And so bringing those small businesses to places they probably couldn't have been. The other thing they absolutely love is we do highway digital billboards. And when we first got this contract, I know they're all like, there's no way. I had one chamber member who I took out there to get a picture and they cried. Because it's $25 a week. That's what we negotiated. So coming off a Poplar Street Bridge before you going east, before you do the 64 split, $25 a week.
Are you kidding me? That is incredible.
We negotiated. Let's just say we negotiated very well. But you know what? We never, ever, ever produce anything or offer anything that a small business and a big business can't do. So that big business, they might take a full page or a cover or what, but at least that small business can do an ad or a billboard or something at a small rate and be part of it. I never want somebody to not be part of something because of money. That's not right.
Well, and you're absolutely right because, I started out, Dawn, we haven't met before, but I started out with $5 in my pocket to start a delivery company before everyone else was in town doing it. And I had a great run and then, as many got out of it. And, but, for so long, for about 3 or 4 months, you have a budget of, $10 or $25 left over. Yeah. And the fact that you're able to provide that service is great. How many members are in your chamber?
451.
Whoa. Well, okay. First of all, how impressive was that? You didn't even think. And that was.
We had one join today. We were at 450 yesterday, and I went back to the office this morning, and there was an application. I'm like, we're at 451. So.
That is fantastic. That was impressive too. And is there anything coming down the pipeline in the next month or two as we gear up towards holiday season, Small Business Saturday, that the Chamber's providing, or what you want us to kind of stay tuned to?
Well, the videos are great. So the interns have finished filming, but they're editing. So every day I'll get one from them and we put it out there. So just to learn a little bit about our members, they go in. I mean, how can you not go into a bakery and they just nailed it? I mean, they they learn so much. So I would say I would encourage people to watch those every day, or they can go to the website and watch them all at one time. We do have our last networking event the first Tuesday of the month in December at Time Out in Troy, and that's going to be our final event for the year. And then we start right back with 2 networking events minimum a month, and then on the off weeks that we don't have something, it'll be training, education. We just started a healthcare symposium, so all of our healthcare chamber members come together and we provide resources and ideas and marketing tips and that sort of thing. And we just had our first one. It was very successful. So a lot coming up.
That sounds really cool, and we're all going to be wanting to stay tuned to that. And, like I'm on your website now, and I think it's really great. And Ace Tech Computer Services, who we just had on the show yesterday.
Just had on the show yesterday. Yeah, I already shared it for you. So
I did. I saw that. I just saw found all your guys' information. But, Dawn, the reason I really am so glad you called in today is because, I'm a big proponent here with promoting every small business, every, business leader, community leader, political figure in our area. But you guys are right down the road, not even a skip, hop, and a step away. And I think it's really great to kind of use this to kind of connect both areas and just make it almost like we're just going over to the next neighborhood down the road, and kind of spreading some love and some wealth to both communities.
Absolutely. We have several nice family restaurants, and people want to support that, family businesses. We have lots of resources here. We have 4 wonderful communities with 4 very dynamic mayors and councils. And it's my pleasure to work with them every single day, because without them, a strong board of directors and ambassadors and great members, we wouldn't be here today. So, it's definitely a team effort every single day that we are here.
Absolutely. And I got to ask you, there are a couple minutes left, but this is the big question I have for you. Well, it's a 2-parter. It's like I'm on 60 Minutes now. I never ask the serious questions, all of this and more coming up. Dawn, how long have you been with the Chamber?
22 years.
Oh, wow. And I got to ask you, because I've had some experience in business groups and, growth associations and just some, networking, organizations, but it seems like a pretty tall task, and it takes a pretty talented person to not only navigate just one area and one community, but to kind of manage and wrangle and get everyone on the same page from 4 different towns and 4 different administrations. Was that a learning process for you, or has it just kind of fallen in line and had some great people along the way?
I think it's been a learning process. We started as the Troy Chamber, then we were the Troy area, then Troy Maryville, then Troy Maryville St. Jacob. So 2 years between each of those, 2009, 2011, 2013. So in 13, we became the 4. I said, I don't have room on a letterhead and I can't answer the phone with any more people. We're not a law firm. We've got to be done. It didn't mean we were done spreading out. It meant that we were done adding to our name. But, I think it comes down to building relationships. You have to be willing to build relationships. And I think we've done a really good job with all 4 communities and finding what their needs are. I met with all 4 mayors last year. We'll meet again this year. What is it you need? Where do you see the chamber? It's about open communication and building relationships. And 22 years, let me tell you, I have 3,811 contacts on my phone. I tell my husband, when something happens to me, I said, you need to sell that phone, because you meet people and you know what, in 22 years, they come back in different positions, or,
right.
You have to stay positive. You have to be on your game. And I live it and breathe the chamber. I'm telling you, it's my life, and I love it, and I love all the people that I've met. It's a great job.
Well, after talking to one of the members of your chamber and speaking with you, Dawn, I can see why you guys are in good shape and why everything is going pretty well. And anytime you want to come back on the show, highlight a business or highlight something that you guys have going on, you are more than welcome to, because I think part of this show is really good about connecting the areas too, and making sure that sometimes we're spreading some love,
Absolutely. And if you want me to interview you, I could interview you. We could just do it reverse. How fun would that be?
No, that would be scary, because I don't know what I'd say.
Well, I do have to ask one question, because I ask this to everybody. Can you name one Barry Manilow song?
Mandy.
Oh my God, I love you.
I'm telling
amazing.
you, Barry Manilow is a genius. He is. Well, see, I think I'm the only millennial that really only listens to older music, like Elvis, Barry Manilow, Charlie Pride. Yeah. That is my.
Neil Diamond.
Oh yeah. God, yeah. Holy, holy. Come on now, come on. Holly
Well,
Holy,
I'm a
great song.
fan of Low, and I stood on the stage in 2006 with him. I actually bought a ticket on stage, and I could touch his piano. And when I called my mom to tell her, she goes, "Oh my God, Dawn, don't hurt him." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh
But
my
I'm the
God.
hugest fan of Low ever, like ever, ever, ever. So on all of my, in fact, if you look at my signature link or anything, you'll see Barry's on my name badge. Oh yeah, and you know what? He is a genius, and people need to give him a little credit because he's going to be 80, and he's going to break Elvis's record in Vegas for the stay on September 21st
That is,
of 2023. Yeah,
we got to
yeah.
secure that interview, Don.
He sounds amazing too. I mean, he still sounds great because he said I practice every day. This is a job. I owe these fans, and I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, so we could just maybe the next time we'll just sing Barry songs and talk about Barry
I'm telling
because
you.
I've never met him until it's a fan, and I have to say I'm so impressed.
Well,
So impressed.
I appreciate that, and I think I would have thanked my parents and my grandparents and everyone else for giving me the right musical choices. And Don, next time I would I think that would be great and a really fun conversation just like this one was. And is there anything else that I'm forgetting about before I let you go?
Website TroyMaryvilleCoc.com, and you can find my contact information, my cell phone. Would love to talk to anyone who needs resources in our area.
Well, Don, you came and you gave without taking. I really appreciate your.
Oh, Mandy. Oh, baby.
And I appreciate.
Oh, man, I love this conversation.
Me too, Don. It's been a blast. We'll have to let you go, but we'll talk to you later because we have to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll wrap up this daily show on the 17th day of November.